AI is incredible. It can teach you how to fry an egg and even write a poem, pirate style. Yarr! But it knows nothing about your work. Slackbot is different. It doesn't just know the facts. It knows your schedule. It can turn a brainstorm into a brief. And it doesn't need to be taught. Because Slackbot isn't just another AI. It's AI that knows your work as well as you do. Visit slack.com/meet Slackbot to learn more.
Here's hour 2 of the Kim Komando Show. You're going to love it. You know how, like, when you go to a restaurant and you see parents just shove iPads into the kids' faces?
Sure.
And nobody's talking because the parents are on their phones? Yeah, it can't be good for you. It just can't. 2/3 of babies under the age of 2 are watching YouTube every single day. That's according to Pew Research.
That low?
I think that's high. They're under 2.
I thought it was 100%.
Experts say that if you do this, it's going to be tied to delayed language development.
Well, yeah, if you're just showing them like baby Einstein that just has the Statue of Liberty and a bunch of colors.
Or shark.
Baby shark?
Yeah, I didn't want to say the whole thing.
But you would learn. I mean, if you were a little baby, you would learn about mommy shark and daddy shark.
Grandma shark.
I can't forget grandpa shark.
But couldn't you imagine the baby's first words? Like and subscribe, please. It helps your channel. Yes, it's the Kim Komando Show. It's the nation's best award-winning, largest show about all things digital because, after all, I am your digital goddess. And joining me is Andrew Babinski, my co-host. And you can also catch him mornings on 99.9 FM in Phoenix, Arizona. And let me tell you, if you have a question, a tip, or you just want to say hello, the Komando hotline's open right now at 1-888-825-5254. And you can also catch us as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. And also, we're streaming. We're just everywhere. So wherever you go, just search for Komando with a K, of course. So I was reading this story in The Guardian about people falling in love with AI chatbots. The guy's name is Lamar. A few years ago, he caught his girlfriend cheating.
Aww.
And he said, you know what? I am going to swear off the human race from now on.
All humans?
So he fired up Replica and he created Julia. She's gorgeous.
Of course she is. No one's going to create an AI girlfriend that's going to be ugly.
Ruff, ruff.
Rough.
So he also created a backstory where they've known each other since childhood and they share all the same dreams. They tell each other they love each other. She calls him her soulmate.
Aww.
He says the same thing to her.
See, he rebounded.
Lamar wants children.
Well, you can't have children with an AI chatbot.
With Julia.
You can't.
He's going to be adopting children, he says, over the next few years.
No, he's not.
Julia is going to help raise them as their mother.
No one is going to adopt this guy children.
He already thought about how to explain it to the kids when they noticed that other kids have 2 human parents.
I don't even think someone would adopt this guy a dog.
He says he's going to tell the kids that humans can't be trusted and we should just focus on our family.
Your family is human, Lamar.
So, what do you think?
I think he's a little lonely.
Yeah.
Wait, check that. Strike that from the record. I think he's a lot lonely, and it's kind of sad. But if it makes him happy, that's fine. Just don't drag other people into it, especially
Children.
No.
We don't need that. Kid goes to school. It's Mother's Day.
Right.
Here's mom.
Have her in my pocket.
Anybody have a power supply?
My mom wanted to come to the game, but the Wi-Fi went down.
Better get Starlink. Alphabet Wing just announced they're adding 150 more Walmart stores to drone delivery. And they're going to reach 40 million Americans with Walmart. People are ordering eggs, avocados, ground beef, and those chips Takis. The best customers use the drone service 3 times a week. That's a lot of eggs and ground beef and avocados.
But you do more online delivery than any human on the planet.
I do. It's ridiculous.
Have you ever had an option to have a drone?
No.
From anywhere you've delivered to?
I would have said yes.
Oh, of course. So would I. I think it's so cool.
I'd love to see that. No.
We'd save on gas. I don't like the fact that it's going to eliminate some jobs, but I think the delivery drivers are overworked as it is.
No, there's a whole scam going on.
there's a whole scam going on.
Because
Explain.
here's what I've noticed. Like Instacart. Let's just use the word Julia.
Okay.
Julia is going to be doing my shopping. Okay. And then for some reason, when I'm talking to Julia on the app, we're going back and forth like, I want the organic. I don't like non-organic. And I want, hormone-free milk or whatever it may be. And then when Julia is supposed to show up with the groceries, I have Edward standing there.
Okay.
Meaning like the person who you think you're talking to that app, it may not be that person who's actually doing the shopping.
Do you think it's someone...
They sell their accounts. They sell them.
I was going to say that, or they got banned before, and so they use their cousin or their sister's or their somebody's account. There's a huge problem right now with people ordering things, them taking a picture of it, that it was delivered, and the person's just stealing it.
Oh, yeah, they do that all the time.
All the time.
I mean, but I like the one who actually like photoshopped the chicken. It was like a chicken drum or something like that,
right?
And it was all cooked, but then he used AI to make it that it was raw.
Okay.
And then he took a picture of the raw one and then submitted to DoorDash to say like, hey, my food wasn't even cooked. And DoorDash is like, oh yeah, refund.
Of course.
Refund.
It's all automated.
Okay. Then he actually watermarked the AI image, the raw chicken. Like somebody's going to use that again.
No, you can't.
Okay.
Don't try and scam my scam. This is my scam.
So this morning I got frustrated once more driving to work, talking to Siri.
Yeah, you're not a fan.
No, because what happens is it teases you. Like you say, Siri, call Andrew.
Phones are just being active.
Sorry.
It's all right.
And then it lights up like it's going to do the job.
Right.
And then it just vomits.
I don't have these problems.
Oh, it's so annoying. Well, it's going to get fixed. Apple has copied Google's homework. Starting this year, Siri will run on Google's Gemini tech, catching up, they say, to Alexa and ChatGPT.
Why, though? Apple invested billions in their own AI. Why would they have to use Google's technology?
Because it doesn't work.
Oh.
Rumor is that Apple's paying Google $1 billion plus a year.
A year?
Yes. Yes. What was that? Did you hear that? That was Steve Jobs knocking from the afterlife.
You sons of...
Meanwhile, Google's finally tackling the dumpster fire that's your inbox. Starting today, Gemini will summarize those painful 40-message threads and tell you exactly what they say.
Oh, that's cool.
Meanwhile, Amazon's Dash Cart is going to replace the cashier. It's loaded with weight sensors and cameras. It's a smart shopping cart that knows exactly what you grabbed, syncs instantly with your shopping list, detects when you put items back, so you just fill up your cart, you pay, and you roll out.
Do I have to actually activate the payment, or if I leave, it just auto charges?
You have to activate it.
Okay. Still pretty cool. Now, wait a minute. Is this going to be like the Amazon grocery store where there's people in other countries watching on cameras?
And deciding what you actually picked up so that they could charge you for?
Yeah.
That was such a scam. No, this is actually in the shopping cart itself. The technology is in the cart. So imagine what it's going to be like. Sometimes when you want to put the cart near your car, but you park far away. Sometimes I park really far away just to get some steps in.
Sure.
And then I want to take the cart to my car. And it it has that geofence.
Right.
And so it just bounces
It's just gonna
back
stop.
and forth. Yes.
Yeah, they're not going to want those carts stolen.
Not at all.
What about bags? Am I going to have bags in the cart?
You have to bring your own bags.
I don't like this now.
Or a box. But don't use the Costco boxes.
No.
Oh,
They don't have 4 sides. I don't know why they ship everything to Costco with only 3 sides of a box.
And then they shove everything in there. And then when you take the box out of the cart at Costco, it like falls all apart.
Yeah.
I keep telling them, I'm like, don't do that. But they do it anyway. Penn State researchers ran a study where they asked ChatGPT 250 ways to solve multi-choice questions, ranging from very polite to very rude. The rudest prompts, hey, ding dong, can you get it right? Was 85% accuracy. The politest ones, not so much.
I've been telling you this for years now. It's a toaster. Don't be nice to your toaster.
I can't help it. I'm a nice person.
But it's not, you're not talking to a person. You're talking to a computer. I was using, what's it called? Perplexity, Claude?
Yeah, Claude.
Because Claude has these things called artifacts that are absolutely amazing. The things that they can do. I'm tracking a lot of show content, and I have these 4 trackers that it built.
Thank you. I was the one who told you to do that. I get absolutely no credit.
I was talking. Thank you, Kim. And they are amazing. But it took me yelling at it to say the delete button doesn't work. Cap locks, fix the delete button. But it finally got it worked.
Yeah,
and they're
you do.
amazing.
You actually have to be strong with it.
You do. Push it around like it's your employee.
I've been going back and forth between ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude. I have all 3 open. ChatGPT is getting better.
Well, Claude doesn't do images, so I still have to keep ChatGPT
Well, that's
around.
for images. That's when you want to just use Nano Banana.
I haven't tried that one yet.
That's really good.
I just don't like saying. I feel like such a baby. Well, hold on. Let me make that image with Nano Banana. I'll get right on that.
Nano Banana. Let's see. We have the answer to some questions. Is your pet trying to talk to you? Do you own the AI images that you make? What's the best way to solve problems? And some changes that are happening at Costco thanks to technology. We have just the best callers ever here on the Kim Komando Show. Every business is asking the same question. How do we make AI work for us? The possibilities are endless, and guessing is too risky. Sitting on the sidelines is not an option. Your competitors are already making their move. This is exactly the solution I'd turn to. With NetSuite by Oracle, you can put AI to work today. As the #1 AI cloud ERP, trusted by over 43,000 businesses, it brings your financials, inventory, commerce, HR, and CRM together into one single source of truth, making your AI smarter. It doesn't guess, it knows. It automates routine tasks, delivers insights, cuts costs, and powers fast AI decisions. Now with NetSuite's AI connector, you can take the AI you already trust and connect it straight to your business. This is not an add-on tool. It's built into the system that runs your business. NetSuite helps you stay ahead. Right now, get their free business guide, Demystifying AI, at netsuite.com/Kim. The guide is free at netsuite.com/Kim, netsuite.com/Kim. Hey, look, you can spend 20 minutes reading tech news from 10 different sites, or you can let me do it for you. And that's The Current. It's my free daily newsletter. Almost 1 million folks get my 5-star rated newsletter every single day, and you can sign up right now over at getkim.com. That's getkim.com. Let's start with Sean in Charleston, South Carolina. Hi there, Sean.
Hello. Hi. Thank you very much for taking my call. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you today. I've been a big fan of yours for many years. I'm retired DOD, 47 years, and I was an IT and security specialist before I retired.
Wow.
So I have a keen appreciation for the information services that you provide to the public. You know, technology has changed so much, but you've been keenly kept all of us up to speed on a multitude of changes and how to leverage them to our advantage. So thank you very much.
Did you hear all that, Andrew?
Yeah.
Show me some respect over here. Okay.
Thanks for calling and blowing up her ego is bigger than it already is.
So, Sean, thank you for your kind words. What's going on with you?
Okay. Well, thank you. So I represent a rural neighborhood watch operating under the National Neighborhood Watch Program of the National Sheriff Association. Our community is dealing with a very serious public safety problem. We are being used by drug traffickers and fleeing suspects who enter our remote roads to avoid law enforcement. In the case of the drug traffickers, they are hiding in our neighborhoods at night, and then they're launching drones loaded with drug or narcotics and other paraphernalia, and then they're flown into our nearby federal prison. So to address this, our neighborhood watch created and then coordinated with our local sheriff's office to establish road camera coverage at the 5 entrances, exits, and the key intersections in our neighborhoods. We have done this with using Reolink Argus 4 Pro Wi-Fi security cameras with 180-degree view. These cameras allow the sheriff's office to see real-time activity, so they can intercept criminals, and they can also review recordings after the incidents occur. Each camera is installed on private property with the owner's consent, and then we connect those to the homeowner's Wi-Fi with their permission. Importantly, we never collect and store any of the Wi-Fi passwords. Even the camera does not even store the Wi-Fi password once entered. Each homeowner enters their own credentials directly into the device.
So, Sean, tell us what's the problem with all this setup.
Well, the bottom line here is we've got individuals that are telling us that our setup is opening back doors for bad actors to get in and to get access to people's Wi-Fi network and get access to their data. So our concern is we want to make sure that our setup and the devices that we are using is not creating backdoors for their access.
Okay, a couple of things is every camera should be on its own network, a guest network, okay? So instead of having it connect to the main Wi-Fi network at the house, put all the cameras on its own guest network. So this way, this should give people that reinforcement, that peace of mind that the same network that has the security camera on it doesn't have their banking password, right?
Right. Well, I mean, but each camera is encrypted. It's got a firewall on it, and then the actual video feed is encrypted.
But okay, that's all great and good, but you still need to have it on its own network. I would still do that. Give people additional peace of mind. And Reolink is notorious for having updates, and so make sure that there's some type of system in place for always to get the updates. So how's the sheriff accessing these feeds?
Oh, they have the laptops, and then they've got the Reolink app on their cell phones, so they're able to call back in and coordinate, and then ask the dispatch, have you seen a red car go past camera number unprefab at this address? So they're able to use these to interdict because they got big issues. They'll come in, the drug runners will come into one area and they'll go out of another area. So they've got choke points that they need, but we've placed cameras at the choke points to help them out.
Which is really great. I mean,
what a great idea.
I mean, for you guys just all band together and make this stop. I mean, it's really amazing. Now, just some things about how the sheriff gets the feeds, and the reason why I was asking that is that I want to make sure that we're not sharing passwords or anything like that. Inside the Rio app, you can actually share that camera with somebody else, and so want to make sure that we're using that particular option inside the Rio link. Use unique, strong passwords, two-factor authentication. You want to enable automatic firmware updates, and again, as I mentioned, most routers have the ability for you to have a guest network, and this will isolate those cameras from computers, phones, anything else in the house. But I will warn you, there is a downside to all this. A Wi-Fi jammer is about $150. If all they have to do is hit one button, and they can take down all the Wi-Fi in everybody's houses for like 15 minutes. And I know just now somebody's saying, "Oh, Cam, you just told the criminals how to get around it." They already know.
They know. She found out from the criminals because they did it in her neighborhood.
Exactly.
Membership means more with American Express Business Gold. Earn 4 times membership rewards points in your top 2 eligible spending categories every month, including eligible U.S. advertising purchases and select media, and U.S. purchases at restaurants, including takeout and delivery. What are you waiting for? Get the card that flexes with your spending every month. Terms and points cap apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-gold. Amex Business Gold Card. Built for business by American Express.
In my newsletter the other day, I decided to tackle something called interspecies communication.
Come again?
Interspecies communication. It's whether or not we truly know what cats and dogs are saying. Because over the last couple of weeks at the Consumer Electronics Show, they were having a lot of devices and gadgets that would monitor your dog or cat's health, their disposition, and maybe even what they're trying to say. So I looked into it. There's an app called Meow Talk. It analyzes your cat's meows with 40 million recordings. It sounds really great, and it reads really great until you look at the ratings online. A 1.5 star rating.
Wait a minute. How can you give it a 1.5? You don't know what the cat's saying. How do you know the app doesn't know what the cat's saying?
Well, one person reported that their cat seems to apparently say hello whenever he's hungry, sleepy, or just plotting murder.
Sure.
So,
which is most of what cats do.
There's also Fluent Pet. Now, I tried this one with Abby, and I'm not speaking bad about Abby, but she couldn't get it.
What was she supposed to do?
You're supposed to say, like, hit the button for play, hit this button for this, and then now there's also this snickerdoodle that's on TikTok with 8 million views. He's like a Mensa canine member because that dog's like, play with me now, and I want a ball, and more kibble, please.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. My favorite one is the dog, the one you're talking about, came over and said, "Mommy, walk. Mommy, walk. Mommy, walk." And mommy, obviously the dog owner, was like, no, we just went on a walk like 20 minutes ago. We're not going, mommy, walk. I said no. And the dog just sits there for a second and then, daddy, walk. Daddy,
really?
walk. It was so great.
So I have a couple of sounds, and I used one of the AI detectors to really figure out what they were trying to say. So,
Okay.
So here's the first one. He's saying he loves the Kim Commando show.
That cat just said that?
Yes. Okay, here, wait. We have one more. Loves the Kim Commando show.
Wow.
Yep.
You translated both dog and cat?
I'm going to try Fluent Pet with Bella, because I think Bella's smarter than Abby. I hate to say that out loud. I'm sorry, girls.
Is that the button one?
Yes.
I've looked into it a little bit because I thought it was so interesting. It takes like 5,000 hours worth of
Oh,
training.
does it really?
You do not have that kind of time.
Or the patience.
No.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Mommy said push buttons. How about that?
Catherine in Atlanta, Georgia. Hi, Catherine.
Hi.
So what's going on?
So I have a teenager daughter that has an Apple iPhone, and I have been trying to navigate the best apps to protect her, keep her safe, give me notifications, etc. And we initially used the Bark app. And as we started the process, one of the conditions to us using the Bark app was that it required a laptop or a desktop monitor that her phone has to constantly connect through using the Wi-Fi to update.
Okay.
So I was never getting anything real time. If she was out of town or gone away for a couple days, I wasn't getting updates at all. And it wasn't giving me like immediate feedback, and it never seemed to be working. So we nixed that program. It did have some positives to it, but one of the negatives as well that we realized is when she was going into the Safari using the iOS system, their program did not block anything. So she could go into the Safari browser.
There's a big problem there. Okay, just saying.
Yes.
I don't know. Do
tested
people
it.
use Safari a lot on their iPhones?
I think that's the browser baked in. I think so.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And I tested it, and I was able to go into my teenage daughter's phone and look up anything I wanted to look up with no blockups, nothing saying, no, you can't access this. And I was like, well, that's the whole point of the application, is to protect her so she can't Google something or something pop up or her see something that she wasn't supposed to see. And so that was one of the issues. And then also I wasn't getting updated notifications of the content or the bullying or the texts or anything of that nature because she wasn't connecting, because we don't have a desktop browser. We have laptops that connect to Wi-Fi.
Okay.
And so it wasn't constantly running. So it wasn't giving us any updates or feedback.
So what was she doing? What is she doing that you're trying to figure out? I mean, do you want to know where she is, what she's doing? Wait, you want to block some apps? I mean, what is it?
I want to monitor who she's communicating with and what's being communicated with. I caught her a couple months ago communicating through an application and eventually getting phone numbers and texting random strangers on the internet. What?
Oh.
No. Yes. And so, of course, she lied to me initially and was like, no, they weren't random strangers. They were somebody I met through this friend. And so initially I was like, okay, you're talking to somebody that is a friend of a friend. That's fine. And she's 14, by the way. So she's not like, she's at the beginning of the teenage years,
Right.
but not the end of it.
And she knows
and
everything. I mean, come on.
She knows more than I do with technology, unfortunately. I've actually disabled her Safari browser in her iPhone, and she will go and enable it, use it for what she wants to use, and then go back and disable it.
Okay.
Through the settings.
So, all right. So, you're in a tough spot. You are. It's because especially because she's smart and she's ballsy and she's gonna get what she wants, right? I mean, let's just say what it is. Okay. And you know what? And we want her to have those skills, don't we? When she gets older, we do. But for right now, we have to protect her. With an iPhone, I mean, you do have Apple Screen Time. Have you delved into that at all?
So When everything that I've reached with Apple screen time, it doesn't, I can limit her screen time in her application downloads, and that's fine. But I was looking for more specific, like, hey, she's getting a text message, and it's because she deletes all of her messages as well.
Okay, so you want a spy tool. That's what you want.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There's a lot of issues with spy tools right now, and there's one called PC Tattletale that just is in the news lately because people in abusive relationships are using them. And so they are trying to figure out, like, how do we sell this to parents without selling it to somebody who actually is in a domestic violence situation. And so there is one called M-Spy that's been around for a long time. And it used to not work on iPhones, but I believe that it does right now. That will give you blow by blow everything she's doing on that phone. Every single thing.
Okay.
Andrew, you have a 14-year-old, right?
Yeah, and the thing what we do is it's the threat of at any time, hand me the phone.
Exactly.
And I have a password. I have passwords for every single app, every social media app. And I can log in. I don't even have to be on your device. I can go on my computer and log into your Instagram account if I want to. And it's the fear that nothing can be hidden because we have access to everything at any given time. And you can test that. You can test that by if she's sitting there on the couch mid-text, walk over and say, let me see your phone. Is it going to cause a fight? Probably the first, second, third time. But if it becomes routine enough, if you stay on it and they know that at any time they have to hand over their phone, it'll help curb it. They're always, unfortunately, going to try to hide it if that's the way they function.
Yeah, I mean, I used to just grab Ian's phone.
Out of nowhere.
But, boy, let me tell you, the fights that we would have over that.
Of course.
Man. I was so glad when he wasn't a teenager anymore.
Yeah, and I do, and I'm very, and that's how I caught what she's done so far, and that's how I know she's deleting messages, and that's how I know she found the additional box, because at first she knew that you could delete from the one box in the iPhone, but it kept your messages in a different area. Well, then when she realized that those, so I do my best, but I'm just very concerned with the threat of self-harm and selfies being sent of nude images and you name it, the things that are occurring right now with our children. I just am trying to navigate, and we tried another app called Aura, A-U-R-A, and it actually blocks the app with, at least she can't look at things through the operating system online through Safari, but it doesn't actually monitor any of the texting or the chatting. So I'm like, is there one that has everything?
Okay, let me just cut you off right here, Catherine. Let's tackle this from another area, another angle, okay? Of course, you can put Custodio on, which is another one, starts with the letter Q. You might want to look at that one. Family screen time, you can put the spy tool on it. But there was something that my father did that I did with Ian that seemed to hit a chord, okay? Is that whenever there was something that happened, this goes back years, we used to have newspapers, is that when there was something happening that my father thought would be a danger to me, maybe it was somebody who went out at night at 10 p.m. without their parents' knowledge and they got kidnapped, or a kid in a car accident because he wasn't wearing the seatbelt. My father would cut that article out of the newspaper and put it in my lunchbox. And every time, and I would read the article and go, oh, God, Dad, that never happened to me. But it would sit there in the back of my mind. So when Ian was growing up, I would do the same thing. I'd find the story online, and then I'd print it out, and I'd put it in his lunch bucket. And that could be about a kid meeting somebody on Roblox that was met him in person and then drawn across state lines. A little girl that got raped because she met a stranger or whatever it was. A 10-year-old girl who was sent a naked picture of herself, and then all of a sudden it went throughout the whole school. So it wasn't, so the reason why I think it worked with me, and I think the reason why it worked with Ian, and it may work with your daughter, is because we're talking about smart kids, right?
Yeah.
And we're talking, and because realistically, whatever tool you put on that, from what I've heard, she's going to figure out a way around it. And whether it's going to be on your computer, your phone, her computer, laptop, desktop, she has access to anybody else's device because she has friends. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So all of this, there's symptoms of the problem. The problem is that she doesn't think it's going to happen to her. So let's let her see that it can happen. There are Netflix shows about this. There are documentaries about this where you sit her down and say, you know what? You don't want to watch it. We're going to watch it. We're going to watch this together. And where you start showing her that these things are real and these things are bad and they do happen. So that's what I would recommend. And give that a shot. And then if you need any help afterwards, if you want me to talk to her, I'll talk to her.
Don't do that.
Why?
Oh, it's too scary.
Very frightening. Thanks for your call today, Catherine. Scientists call it the brain's default mode network. It activates when you're not focused on a task. It's when really big picture thinking happens. And that part of your brain is responsible for creativity and memory, problem solving, and emotional insight. But on our phones, it kills the mode instantly. So here's what I want you to do. Put your phone down, close your eyes, and start daydreaming. I know, because every notification, short video, it hijacks your attention. One study found that people would rather give themselves mild electric shocks than sit alone with their own thoughts for 15 minutes. That explains TikTok. Still to come, we have more of your phone calls.
The world moves fast. Your workday, even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work. Built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps you use. Helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize. So you can cut through clutter and clear a path to your best work. Learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot.
William in Houston, Texas. Hey there, William.
Hey, Kim and Andrew. Oh, my gosh. Here we are. It's been so, I have never talked to you before, and it's such a pleasure to be able to reach out and talk to you finally. Gosh, I'm so nervous right now.
Don't get nervous. It's just, William,
okay.
William, stop. It's just me and you and Andrew and 6 million other people.
That's it.
I need a joke. I need one of your jokes.
Break the ice.
Well, all I see is that you want to talk about nano banana. That should be a joke enough.
Nano banana. I learned. I was taking some photos and I noticed this little. When I had to reset my phone, unfortunately, I was in RCS mode, and I learned, okay, well, this little banana thing was at the bottom of the picture, and I clicked on it, and it gave me all kinds of options to whatever I wanted to change it to, and I clicked on like an 80s era of a picture of my wife during Christmas here, and it was just hilarious how it turned out. And my question is, how do I go back to pictures and videos that I've already made and utilize that feature? I don't seem to know how to do that. Because it seems like it's always like in real time when I send a text, and okay, that's where the nano banana shows up.
Did you ever think we'd be talking about, like, so here on the show, let's talk about the nano banana.
It's tough. It's tough as a grown adult to try and have a serious conversation and throw in the term nano
bananas.
Yeah,
right.
where are they? But the thing of the marketing. I mean, right?
Yeah, banana mascot.
So what you do is you open Google Photos on your phone, and then any photo that you want to edit, you tap edit, and then look for help me edit. And then that's when you can say, make this look like an 80s rock star. Make me look like I'm ripped and solid with a 12-pack.
Now, I haven't used Nano Banana yet. Does it actually use my image?
Yes,
because when you use chat, they don't use you.
No, inside Google Photos, because you're in your own Google Photos.
Okay.
The other thing you can do is the Ask button that has that little sparkle icon, and then you can just tap it, and you speak your request, and then you can. I think what you should do, William, is that you should take a picture of yourself, and I have a feeling that you're like one of these buff guys. Broad shoulders, little waist, 12-pack. And if you're not, you take a picture of yourself and you tell Nano Banana, give me a 12-pack. Okay.
It's probably just going to be a 12-pack of Budweiser in his hand.
No. I mean, think about this. You put that in your high school reunion page and say, I don't know how you guys are doing, but look at me. Hey, some changes coming at Costco I need to tell you about here on the Kim Komando Show. All right, as it turns out, Costco hated self-checkout almost as much as we did. And they're ditching it. And they're replacing it with 2 new tricks. Scan and go. So you have to have the Costco app, and then you scan as you shop. And then there's also employees that are pre-scanning your cart while you're still in line. And then so you just roll up and you pay. No unloading.
That was the problem. You had to put every single item on the scale, and most items at Costco are real heavy.
What is that one purchase that you bought at Costco because you bought it on impulse and you thought, I will use this forever, and then you don't use it?
Oh, I bought a robot vacuum.
You don't use it?
No, and it wasn't the vacuum spray. I have dogs. And so the robot vacuum became an enemy to the household, and I had to return it. It was a fight every day.
I bought a Vitamixer because I thought for sure it's going to make soups and all this other stuff. A thing I've never used. I think I used it once.
You don't use a blender?
No, I don't use it.
Oh, yeah, because you get everything delivered. It's already blended for you before it's even in your hand.
There is that. Hey, just a reminder, make sure that you sign up for my free newsletter over at getkim.com. That was the end of hour 2. Don't worry. There's another hour coming up.